Carno TTV official Gen 1 tier list. Already did Voltorb, Electrode. You're basically just setting up for Explosion, which is a move that has like the highest base damage in the game. And it just poof, and it just blows up and kills whatever it's going against. Oh my god, it's trying to pop back up, bro. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Execute, Fart. Executor. Actually, not that bad. Marowak, or Cubone. Okay. Hitmonlee. Not, he's okay. He's pretty mid-tier. Like, he hits hard, but he doesn't really have a whole lot to go off of. Hitmonchan, though, pretty damn good. You can teach Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Mach Punch. Like, you can do a lot with this Pokemon. You can't do as much with this Pokemon. So, like, actually, let me back up a little bit. Grass type, Grass and Psychic, Electric only, Ground type, Fighting type. But the good thing about this one is you have all these like multiple moves. So even though it's Fighting type, you can teach it Thunder Punch to deal with Flying type. You can teach it Fire Punch to deal with like Ice types and Steel type. Like, you have a lot of options here. No, Lickitung is like he's a wall. He's just a bulky. He's like between B and C. He just doesn't he doesn't do a whole lot. His stats aren't super through the roof. He's just kind of a meme. He's B. Like, he's alright. What is this order system, bro? This order is awful. Koffing. C. It's poison type. Weezing, its evolved form is pretty good. Weezing's not bad. It's actually a really good wall and setup. So they're poison type, but this can do a lot like Smog, Toxic. Like you can get a lot of like setup out of a Weezing, and like through Toxic, you can play long game and just beat the crap out of people. Caterpie doesn't do anything. Rhyhorn, he's not super good, really. He's kind of bulky, but he doesn't hit super hard. There's not a lot of good moves for him, and his stats aren't off the charts. Rhydon, as much as I don't like him, is pretty good. He's a big wall, but he can beat the crap out of you. Like, he hits really hard. So, Blissey or Chansey, S tier, has the highest health in the game. Soft boiled, Sing, Egg Bomb. You can teach it pretty much whatever you want. It's a super good. It's a wall. It's literally a wall. It's literally a wall. It's just my opinion, Harry. It's just my opinion. Like, that's what it's based off of. It's not like. It's not based off really anything. Just my. So like, feel free to disagree at any point. I mean, this is just my opinion. So, you know. It can do so much. This is such a good... dude, I think max EV level 100 Chansey has like 400 health. Like, you can't fucking kill this thing. Tangela. Kind of ass. Kangaskhan, like, is right here. Like, it's good, but its normal typing doesn't let it do a whole lot, but it's a tank. Like, it just beats the shit out of... Like, I'm gonna give it B because it doesn't bring a whole lot. Like, its typing doesn't really help it a whole lot, and on top of that, it doesn't know enough to do a whole lot. So yeah, Horsey, D tier, Seja, B tier. It's pretty fast. It's got a good moveset. The only pisser is that in this gen, like, the physical special things kind of botch. So, in later generations, it gets a lot better. And once you get Kingdra, but for right now, it's pretty average. It's all right. It's a good water type. It's pretty solid. Goldeen, C, Seaking, B. Same kind of thing. Pretty good stats. Okay moveset. Not great. Metapod, literally useless. It's the evolved form of Caterpie. It's a shitty bug. Staryu. like between C and B. Because Staryu's actually pretty good, and Starmie is actually really good. It's a really good Pokemon. It's a good wall, and it has really good special. It's a water and psychic. This one's just water, but this one, it can hit like a truck. Like it can hurt pretty well. It's got decent special defense, really good special attack, good speed. So, Mr. Mime, pretty good. Pretty good. He's a pretty, he's like between A and B. B. He just doesn't have this, like, out of psychic types, he doesn't have the stats to compete with, like, an Alakazam. It's just not. Aesthetically, Scyther, S tier. Aesthetically pleasing, Scyther's S all day. One of the coolest looking Pokemon, in my opinion. No, it's not tanking ability, it's overall usage and ability as a whole. So, but, like, as far as, like, there's no good bug moves, it's C. There's no good bug moves. You're basically just counting on Swords Dance and Slash, get a crit. That's about it. Later generations, good bug moves. He's really good. Right now, no. Jynx. Jynx is actually not bad. Ice and Psychic. Decent health pool. Decent stats. Has like the whole attract mechanic. Can really waste a lot of time for you. Electabuzz. Like between A and B. Probably A. It's really good electric type. Hits pretty hard, kind of bulky, gets way better in later generations, but it still hits like a truck. Magmar, A. Hits like a truck, good alternative for a fire type. Pinsir, man, Pinsir really doesn't bring anything. Like, it's C or B. Kind of has the same problem that Scyther has, not enough speed, hits hard, but there's not a lot of great bug type moves, and you're just kind of counting on Swords Dance. And that's it. Like, you're kind of just out in the... Electivire's really, really good. Electivire's really good. Yeah, Scissor's 10 out of 10. Or, Scyther, excuse me. But Scizor is badass looking, too, as well. That's the next evolved form of Scyther with the metal coat. Tauros, man, I love Tauros. I love bulls, obviously. Carnotaur, bulls. Like, Tauros is one of my favorite Pokemon. Like, probably like a top 15 Pokemon, in my opinion. But it just... Like, it's normal type. It hits like a truck. Like, teaching it headbutt and, like, fucking body slam, swords down. Like, it hits hard. It's normal type. It doesn't do a whole lot. It just doesn't bring a lot to the table. It looks cool. It can hit really hard. But if you go against anything that has any amount of defense or, like, a type advantage, it just gets destroyed instantly. Magikarp, why is there not a lower tier? Magikarp is butt cheeks. Doesn't do anything. Butterfree, like between C and B. Butterfree's a pretty good setup Pokemon. It's got decent speed, decent special. But again, same thing as all the other bugs. Like, there's not a lot of good bug type moves, so it can't really hurt you a whole lot. And like, its setup is good, but if you want setup, why not use a different Pokemon? Gyarados, S tier. If it was Dragon, it would be broken. Like, if this was Dragon type, and you learned Outrage on this thing, you would sweep the entire game with one Pokemon. It wouldn't even... Yeah, normals don't get good until later gens. Gyarados, broken as shit. Like, if Gyarados... Like, if they fix the special and physical attack type, and they... and this thing was Dragon, you would literally... It would be the only Pokemon ever picked, ever. Because it would just eat everything. Lapras, really good. Good wall. Can hit really hard. Good special attack. Good defense. Solid. Ditto. Kind of a meme, right? Setup is like how to make your opponent play differently. So setup is like stealth rocks. So like when something comes, or spikes, toxic spikes, when something comes into the game, it does damage, it hurts them, it has a status effect. Or like walling to hold off time so that you can get other Pokemon in, or to get, like, it swaps out one of their really bad matchups for you. Like, if they have a Pokemon that creates a really bad matchup in your comp, then you put this Pokemon on and it has like a lockdown mechanic, or it has some kind of like cheesy mechanic to get a problem Pokemon moving out of the way so that it can set up for your really good Pokemon that they have problems dealing with. So it's kind of like a game of chess, like in competitive. Like, you you want to set up things that are going to hurt the opponent and are going to make them have to swap constantly. So like stat bonus abilities like Swords Dance, Dragon Dance, Baton Pass, shit like that. Can't do anything. So as far as that goes, as far as the setup aspect goes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm aiming that for. So bulky Pokemon like Lapras, Kangaskhan, Chansey, which Chansey's just fucking OP shit. But they're setting up to either irritate, delay, stall, or gimmick. Kind of like I did with Leech Seed. Similar concept. You're doing things like that. Like you have Hail set up for Lapras kind of thing. Like you have a Hail set up into a Sing, into like Aurora Ice Beam. And you're trying to get freeze hacks. And then you give it certain items to help with those mechanics. Shit like that. Eevee. Vaporeon. Really good water type. It's kind of like a jack of all trades, master of none water type. It's really good. It's good. It's not great. It's not bad. Jolteon. Just because there's kind of a lack of electric types, you don't get Electabuzz till late game. And Pikachu's not that great. And you're waiting to get Raichu, or you're waiting to get the Electric Stone or the Thunderstone later. Jolteon's is a pretty good pick. The only reason that Vaporeon is lower is because you can get things like a Blastoise, a Gyarados a lot sooner than you can get a Vaporeon. So this just takes so much longer just because of how the game is set up. The storyline, it takes you a lot longer to get this. And also Vaporeon just doesn't have the stats that a Gyarados, a Lapras, or a Blastoise is going to have. So Flareon, similar thing to Jolteon, unfortunately. Poor Vaporeon, but there's not a whole lot of fire types. It's either Charizard, Arcanine, maybe Rapidash, maybe. Ninetales isn't super great. But you don't get Magmar till the end of the freaking game. So, Flareon's pretty good. Porygon, it's just doesn't really bring a whole lot. Psychic type. Omanite, pretty useless. Omastar, it's water and rock. It's 4 times weak to grass. It doesn't bring a whole lot. It's not fast. It's not a huge wall. It's good for, it has decent setup. It's kind of between C and B. It has decent setup. You can do quite a bit with Omastar, especially in later gens as you have more. It just takes a lot to get going. Weedle, useless. Same thing as Caterpie. Same Pokemon. Who cares? Kabuto, same thing as Omanite. Kabutops, pretty solid. Water and Rock, also same thing as Omastar, but his attack is through the roof. So you teach him like Ancient Power, Swords Dance, Slash. Like, this Pokemon will mess you up. It's also pretty fast. So, Kabutops is good. Aerodactyl, S tier. That Pokemon. It's 4 times weak to ice, but it hits like a truck, and it's fast as shit. It's very good. You teach it Ancient Power, and you just win. You just spam Ancient Power. I know you can catch... I'm pretty sure you can catch Electabuzz in the Power Plant, where you get Zapdos. Snorlax, A tier. It's just a wall, literally. That's all it does. It's just a wall. It's so hard to kill. And also... in later gens, you might have heard me talking about this, but it learns this thing called Sleep Talk, where it can actually use a random ability from even though it's asleep. It can heal. Its defense and special defense stats are through the roof. Its attack is massive, so it's going to headbutt you and snore you to death. Articuno, lowest in the game. Now, Articuno is actually pretty solid. Articuno is A. It's also a legendary. So, Zapdos, S tier, Moltres. It's like between B and A. It's like between B and A. The bummer with Moltres, you don't get it for so long, and also it's just not better than another fire type. Moltres is cool if you like emus or ducks or whatever the heck this thing is. But it just doesn't bring enough as a fire type, like Flareon's better. Why bother? It's not worth the time. Dratini, C. Dragonair, B. Dragonite, S. It's broken. It's one of the few dragon types in the game. Teach it Outrage. Beats the shit out of you. Like, it's one of the fastest Pokemon, both canonically and in the game. Has one of the highest speed values in the game. You're never going to get outsped. You just beat the shit out of people. Kakuna, useless. Mewtwo, S. Obviously, he's God. Mew, S. Obviously. So, these two are legendaries, and they hit like a truck. So, both Psychic type. Yeah. Beedrill. Same thing that Pinsir and Scyther have, and Butterfree. There's especially Beedrill. Poor Beedrill. Beedrill has a really good, it's bug, and it has a really good speed value. It has a really good physical attack value. There's just zero bug type moves. It has no help in these like the lower generations. It just can't do anything. You can't teach it anything. If you could actually teach it some decent stuff, it'd be a really good Pokemon. Otherwise, nah. Pidgey. And then it's like between B and A. Pidgeot is between B and A. So Pidgey, not very good. Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, pretty solid. It's okay. It's like it's B plus. If there was a B plus tier, I'd put it in B plus. Yeah, Tauros, it doesn't have any. It doesn't. Nah. Nah, just nah, man. It's good, but for why? Why would you pick up a normal type? For why? Rattata, Bulbasaur, Raticate, no, see. Kind of like Hyper Fang and Super Fang. The Rat. Fearow, A. This would be like A, this like that. Like it's moderately, it's somewhat better than Pidgeot. So, Because why the hell would you, what are you, like, no, why would you pick Tauros over anything? Like, there's so many better Pokemon than picking a Tauros up. Like, I would much rather 100 other Pokemon. Like, I love Tauros, it's great, but why? It's normal type. You're not gonna like waylay any comp with it. Yeah, but he doesn't do anything to a multitude of types. Nah, dude, no, absolutely not. Ekans, meh, it's okay. Poison. Arbok, is Arbok dark and poison, or is it just poison? All right, Will. Well, when you make a tier list, you can do that. B, just because of poison. Just because. Yo, what's up, Zeusy? What's up, baby? Arbok, I mean, you could do a lot of poison stuff like toxic setup, but he's not super great. It's not awesome at anything necessarily. He's kind of fast, decent attack value, but it's not gonna be like your go-to. Yeah, I think it's only poison. Yeah, Pikachu. God, Pikachu is rough, dude. Raichu, pretty good. It's pretty good. Raichu's pretty good. I think Pikachu's cooler looking, but Raichu's pretty good. Sandshrew, nah. Sandslash, like B probably. Pretty good attack, pretty good defense. It's ground type. Earthquake, Slash. Okay. You can get it pretty early on too, which is handy. Nidoran Girl. Ivysaur. That's the second evolution. Yeah, I guess it's B. Of Bulbasaur. Nidoran Girl. Number 2, Nidoqueen. Yeah, probably A. Yeah. big freaking wall. Poison the ground. Doesn't really have a... Ice kind of beats it up pretty bad. But other than that, doesn't really have a bad weakness. Has a pretty okay matchup. I don't like it, but it's a good Pokemon. Yep. And same thing. Nidoking. Nidoking has slightly better stat values, so go with Nidoking. Yeah, Raichu's Pikachu upgrade. Clefairy. Clefable. Pretty bulky, pretty beefy. Sing. Is it like no, it's C. Never mind. JK. It's C. Ninetales. Probably B. I don't know. I just don't ever pick up Ninetales. I don't ever think it's like that great. It's decent. It's probably on par with like Arcanine. Just more special attack based. But I think I've used Ninetales twice. Solid, not great. I hate Jigglypuff. Sing. Just sing. Venusaur, A tier. Solid wall. Solar beam the shit out of stuff. Just solar beam everything. Probably zoom out again, yeah. Just solar beam. Which I didn't even teach it solar beam. But Wigglytuff. Sing. Zubat. Golbat's actually not bad. Flying Poison. Decent stats. It's okay. It's got pretty decent speed. Oddish. Gloom's actually not that bad. And then Vileplume's like it's not terrible. It's pretty alright. Yeah, Wigglytuff is Jigglypuff leveled up, yes. Just like Clefairy, Clefable, yes. Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume. So, Vileplume's not bad. It's got a like Sleep Powder, Poison Power, Stun Spore, Leech. I mean, it's kind of like a Dollar General Venusaur. Paris, Paris and then Parasect. Parasect's kind of the same thing. It's alright. It's kind of just bulky. It's about it. Venomoth. It's alright. Is it Bug? Poison? Bug Psychic? Again, it's kind of held back like these two are. Not a lot of great bug moves. Just why I pick it. Charmander. C. Don't worry, he gets broken later too. Dugtrio. C. He's pretty good. Or Diglett, excuse me. Diglett. And then Dugtrio. Dugtrio's really good. His physical attack and speed is through the roof. He's a really good ground type. There's not a whole lot of ground type in the game. There's not like a giant plethora, but he's really good. Earthquake, Slash, Swords Dance, beat the shit out of people. Meowth, Persian, it's okay. Nah, it's not. It's C. It's fucking C. It's normal type. Just use Payday, I guess. And it looks Slash. Speed's okay. Physical attack's okay. Psyduck, Golduck is B. Golduck's Water and Psychic. It's got a pretty good special attack. It can hit pretty hard. Psyduck. Psyduck. Mankey. Okay, Primate. It's probably a B. He hits pretty hard. He's kind of fast. He's fighting type though. It's okay. Growlithe. C. Arcanine. A tier. It's really good. It's really fast. Hits really hard. Simple enough. Charmeleon. B type. Pretty fast. Hits pretty hard. It's the evolved form of Charmander. Charmander into Charmeleon. Growlithe into Arcanine. I don't know. How are they? Like, I still don't understand this. Like this series. I don't understand how this is working. Poliwag. Poliwrath is not bad. Water and fighting type. Later generations, they get some more like combo moves or like moves that do better for them. Pretty solid. Okay. Abra. Awful. Kadabra. A tier. I don't want to like zoom out too far so you guys can't see. But Alakazam, S tier. He's broken his shit. So it goes. Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam. Abracadabra, Alakazam. It's almost like they meant to do that, huh? So, Psyduck, yeah, he always has headaches. And then he evolves, and then this one's like a really pissed off duck. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm trying to say their names whenever it goes through it. Machop. Not that great. Machoke. Not bad. Machamp. Like B plus. Like B plus. Like he's really good and he's bulky and he hits like a truck, but it's fighting type. It's alright. It's pretty solid. It's B plus. It's not exactly just B, it's B plus. Bellsprout, Charizard, S. Charizard's fucked. Way too strong, way too fast. That's the Charizard, Charmeleon, Charmander. You start off with Charmander, level 16, level 36. Yeah. Alakazam, Kadabra, Abra. Victory Bell, okay. Weeping Bell, it's okay. Or Weeping Bell, excuse me. Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, Victory Bell. I got those bass backwards, my bad. Victory Bell's okay. It's kind of bulky. It's the same thing as every other grass and poison type. It's like fucking Vileplume. It's got a shitload of setup. But it's not gonna... It's not great. It's not OP. It's pretty solid. Tentacool. Then Tentacruel is probably... Yeah, it's B. Water and Poison. It's not OP fast, but it's kind of bulky. It's okay. It's pretty solid. You don't catch a Tentacool for a while until you get like the good rod, I think. So it takes a little bit in the game to actually get one, but they're not bad. I don't know if I've actually ever used a Tentacruel like for an entire game. I may have caught once, twice maybe. Geodude, and then Graveler, and then Golem. Golem's pretty good. You have to get it through trading. Graveler's not bad. He's okay. Actually, let's go that way. Graveler's pretty good. Rock and ground type. It really helps out with those weird matchups between like flyings. Earthquake, Rock Slide. Not bad. Okay. Then Ponyta, okay. Rapidash, B. It's pretty fast, hits pretty hard. It's okay. Slowpoke, not so great. Squirtle, not so great. Slowbro, like B plus. Nah, Rapidash is not an S tier. Go ahead and piss yourself. Like B plus for Slowbro. Maybe A. I mean, he's a fucking tank. I mean, it's a tank. It's an absolute bona fide brick shithouse. Like, it's bulky as hell. Alright, Will, if you'll shut the fuck up, I'll move it to B. How about that? Yeah, alright, cool. Good talk. Magnemite. Magneton. B plus. I really should have added a B plus, dude. I really should have added a B plus. I feel like this would have looked a lot better with a B plus. He's pretty solid. Steel and electric. Hits kind of hard. Yeah. Farfetch'd? Who the fuck uses Farfetch'd? Get out of here. He's not that bad. But fuck Farfetch'd. How about that? Fast. Peck the shit out of people. You're an asshole. You just look like an asshole. Dewgong. Maybe B plus. Pretty good. Water, ice. Pretty bulky. Not a lot of ice types in the game. Pretty good pickup. 6 Farfetch'd. Alright, here's gonna be the flavor pick. Muk's good as fuck. Muk's good as shit, bro. Fight me. Acid Armor and later gens, minimize, toxic, sludge bomb. You also have what's it called when you put like the little dude in front of you? Like you like shrink down, you're like that little bitty toy. Yeah, Muk is, I hate Muk. I hate it with a fiery passion. Substitute, whatever it's called. Yeah, that was substitute, yeah. Muk's good. Thank you, Justin. Wartortle. Shelder. Cloyster's like B+. Cloyster's pretty good. I think he's a physical wall. I think it's the physical one that's higher than the special. But he's pretty cool. I always liked Cloyster. I thought it looked cool as shit. I was like, dude, that looks badass. It's always nice to have an ice type on the team. Or is Cloyster water? I could be bullshitting there. But he can learn Ice Beam. I know that because he shoots it out of his horn. Gengar's really close to S tier. Gengar's good as shit. That Pokemon is really... You know what? Actually... Cloyster is water, ice. Okay, yeah. You know what? Actually, Gengar probably... In this gen, probably S tier. Yeah. Gengar is really good. Will, you're pissing me off now, buddy. You're pissing me off. Gengar's really good. He's really fast. He hits really hard. Got a really good moveset. Good typing. As much as I hate to say it, Onix is D. Onix is awful, bro. It doesn't do shit. It's awful. Maybe C. It's bad. Onix makes me sad. It's one of the coolest looking Pokemon of all time, and it's just awful. It's not fast. It's not super bulky. It doesn't hit very hard. It just looks cool as shit. That's it. That's all it does. Hypno, like a B+. Maybe an A. Hypno's not bad. Hypno's pretty solid. It terrifies the shit out of me. Maybe he's like a B+. Maybe he's like a B+ here. He just scares the hell out of me. Something wrong with that fucking thing, dude. Something ain't right. Something ain't right here. Krabby, and then Kingler, like a B. Alright. It's the nose, maybe. Kingler's cool. He hits really hard. Later generations, he learned shit like Crab Hammer, and you just smash the hell out of people with his claw, which is pretty cool. Blastoise. Blastoise like A+. Blastoise would be like right here. Blastoise is pretty damn good. So yeah, that's it. Blastoise is kind of tanky, but he hits like a truck. Also, learning Hydro Cannon is cool as shit. The screen goes all like jet black, and then like these big giant blue beams just like tear people in half. He's A+, Adam. He's not like broken. Like these Pokemon are broken. These Pokemon are broken. Doesn't die, eats everything, kills everything, electrocutes everything. Fast as fuck, boy. I'm literally God. Yeah, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you in my dome. I'm a fire dragon, but not a dragon, Sag. And then I'm the devil. So, Adam. But anyway, yeah, so that's my tier list. That's it. That's the tier list. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think.